Hello GM gamers, welcome back. It's CoachFury here today, and we are back into the world of Draft Day Sports Pro Basketball 20. Not sure what exact episode we're on now, but we are still going through with the Utah Jazz, trying to see whether we can get John Stockton and Karl Malone that championship trophy and championship ring that they never got in real life. And we are probably the closest we have been, well, the closest we will ever get without actually achieving it, in that we have, in our first season, managed to get through to the finals in a bit of a Cinderella story, really. Who'd have thought, from being a 4th seed against the Phoenix Suns and just scraping through in 7 games, that we would have beaten the number 1 seeded Golden State Warriors and the Hakeem Olajuwon-led Houston Rockets to actually be in the finals here against probably the best team in the league in this era, or at least one of the best on paper, in the Philadelphia 76ers, who are led none other by a young Charles Barkley and a very good, at this point in time, Moses Malone, before he had his sort of falling from grace, and then also Maurice Cheeks. So they've got essentially probably 2 of the best front court players in the league, probably one of the best point guards in the league at this point, and they've also got guys like Julius Erving, an experienced Hall of Fame type talent who's past his prime at this point, but still is a really good scorer. So we're going to be up against it. We spoke a little bit last time about possibly strategies we were going to use, and I think we've just, we've got this far. We need to carry on with the rotation we've got. I think we're happy with that. I think in terms of strategy, whilst we went with the Houston Rockets, we went to a passive strategy, which basically we sagged off and stopped drives and stopped them from putting the ball into the post area. I don't think we can do that against the 76ers, because Maurice Cheeks is such a good scorer and the Houston Rockets didn't have that type of mid-range threat. We've got to go back to a straight man-to-man. And I think for the actual rotation, I'm trying to work out who we want to mark Maurice Cheeks, because we don't really have anyone who's that great a defender. I mean, Stockton's still not an elite defender that he can become. We're probably going to have to just wait and see, I think. Possibly we might micromanage that or not. I'm not sure. But we're going to dive into the first game here straight away. On the road, see whether we can grab one on the road and at least make a series of it. So our first game didn't end as we anticipated. It looks like we couldn't stop them from scoring. Malone and Cheeks are just going completely crazy on us. It looks like we didn't shoot particularly well. Malone didn't shoot particularly well against the likes of Barkley, but at least he stopped Barkley from necessarily getting in. Well, it looks like Barkley may have got injured, actually. Is he injured? I'm not sure whether he's injured. We should check that. Because he only played 8 minutes, which is surprising. No, okay, so he didn't get injured. Maybe he just hit foul trouble and didn't play that much. But yeah, game 1 on the road, unsuccessful. We didn't achieve what we wanted to. Let's see if we can do it in game 2. We've got no injuries, which is good. Can we steal one on the road? No, we can't. We are down by 16 in that one. Yeah, Moses Malone is just going nuts against Eaton. And Eaton is one of the best defensive centers in the league. So Malone is just crazy good at this point. Barkley had a pretty good game. Cheeks didn't have the best game, but when you've got 2 of your 3 performing very well, it's tough. So do we want to make any rotation changes for this next game? Do we want to do anything? Thinking. So I'm thinking that we probably don't. I don't think, actually. I think we just run with it. I'm wondering whether on strategy we want to just... I don't think we necessarily want any... I think we'll just say that you definitely mark Malone. You definitely mark Charles Barkley. And see if that markup actually works for us. And it doesn't. We go down by 19 in that one. So it looks like we're not even 5 minutes into this episode today, and it looks like we're going to be swept in the finals here. Well, I mean, Stockton only played 13 minutes. Not a lot to sing about in this one. we just can't stop that Malone and Cheeks, really. That's the problem. We don't have anyone who can come up and stop them. We've managed to slow Barkley down with Malone, but Eason, is not slowing down Moses Malone as much as we thought he would. So we're going to go into and watch the final game. I don't think we're going to make any changes unless there's any injuries. I don't think there's a lot we can really do at this point. I guess we could probably say, well, Dantley, you can play some more minutes. Perhaps you play a bit more there and a bit more there. Bailey, I guess you can possibly play some small forward. Actually, you can adjust like that. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot we can do here, guys. This is going to be tough. I don't think we're going to avoid a sweep. We'll go in and watch it. I think we've got the best opportunity we have. We've got Eaton marking Moses Malone, which is, I mean, we're not going to be a better defender than that to mark him. I mean, he's such a good defender. I mean, who else have we got coming in there? We've got Wilkins, I guess. Have a look. Who have they got in terms of rotation coming in? Yeah, so we're looking at the Houston Rockets. We're not even looking at the right team. Come on, CoachFury, you're better than this. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I think we're just gonna have to roll with it. I'm not confident about us avoiding a sweep here, but let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy the ride. We've made the finals in our first season. That's a hell of an achievement anyway. So here we are. We've got the 76ers led by Maurice Cheeks, Terry Tyler, Julius Irving, Charles Barkley and Moses Malone up against us, which is our usual lineup of John Stockton, Ricky Green, Adrian Dantley, Karl Malone and Mark Eaton. Can we avoid the sweep in this series at home? So we do have home advantage. Just basically we've got to slow Malone down. If we can slow Malone down, at least try and force Barkley to do something in the series, because Cheeks and Malone have pretty much had us all over in this series. We'll see what happens. I think the finals are probably over at this point. I think being 3-0 down is a tough ask for us to even come back from that. I mean, you need some serious miracles to happen for that. I think we'll take, as long as if we can avoid a sweep, I think that's a really good start from our first season. And we'll recap it once we end this game here. But in terms of the first half here, we are holding them. We are putting up a pretty good performance. Whilst they are shooting well, we're shooting just as well back, which is more than we can say for a lot of the series, where we've been behind and pretty much blown out by a lot of it. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter here. It's pretty much neck and neck. Malone's having a pretty good game, so is Dantley actually, and so is Stockton. Stockton with 16 points. So we're going to be down at half, I think. So hopefully they don't stretch this lead out by too much. We are holding them to some decent shooting numbers though, in terms of not the actual percentage made, but in terms of the shot distribution. I mean, we are stopping some of the other guys from doing some work on us. We're down by 8. We're not in too much foul trouble. I mean, we are putting up a good fight, I would say. Down by 10 now, though. So Philadelphia sort of coming out and making a sort of stamp here early on. But we know from the Houston Rockets conference finals that it's never over until it's over. We were down by about 15 at one point in that game, and we managed to pull it out the bag somehow. And we are sort of trying to put a bit of a comeback on here. We're down by 7 at this point, down by 9 now. Okay, 11, 13. Yeah, okay, the lead is stretching out for them. We are doing the best we possibly can at this point. Yeah, down by 8. We're ending into the third quarter here. I think we'll keep an eye on the score to see whether it comes close or not. But at the moment, they're keeping us at bay at about 10 or so points. We just haven't been able to force any turnovers or even force them into bad shots. So, tough one. I think we're going to be swept here, guys. I think we might be looking at an exit here straight away, losing to the 76ers. Yeah, I think we're going to be well and truly out now. We're too far behind at this point. $15 points, yeah. Not going to happen, guys. Unfortunately, we've got to the finals in our first season, and we've well and truly been swept by the 76ers. Looks like they're the team to beat. Maurice Cheeks with 30 points again against us. We couldn't do it. And we are well and truly, we are out. Congratulations to the 76ers, I guess, who put up a great performance really in the finals. They only lost one game in the entire playoff series. So that's the team to beat, guys. That's the team to beat for us. As we head into the draft lottery, let's have a look at our inbox. The commissioner has said it's now time for us to advance. Today is the draft lottery. We're obviously not in that, but we can obviously watch it. So you can hear that nice bit of noise. I really like that new intro they've done. I have to say, Wolverine Studios designing that intro, that makes it a little bit more interesting. Okay, so it's a former lottery, so the old school lottery, for those who remember. The chance to win is obviously changed by where you end up. Obviously, there's less teams in the league at this point, so there's more chance for them to sort of jump and everything. So let's see who the next pick is. So the Denver Nuggets don't move any selection. They stay at 7. Cavaliers don't move. The Thunder have dropped back, so the Mavericks have jumped forward. The Bulls have dropped back, so the Mavericks are now in the top 3, and they've gone into 3rd position for the lottery. And the Bucks and the Kings. Okay, so the Mavericks were the only team that jumped in this lottery. Interesting to see. As we head to the awards, we've got another news in our inbox. Let's have a look at that. So we can see the awards. Okay, yep, great. Yep, let's have a look at the awards. So who was... Oh, I like this. Ooh. That's nice. They've changed that as well. I have to say that's pretty cool. Okay, they calculated the awards. Proceed. So in the NBA, the individual league awards were: MVP was Larry Bird with 37 points, 6 assists, and 8 rebounds. Yeah, okay. No surprise there. He was such a good player. Hakeem Olajuwon won the Defensive Player of the Year. Okay. Franklin Edwards won the Sixth Man of the Year from the Clippers. Patrick Ewing got the Rookie of the Year. Okay. So Karl Malone unfortunately didn't win Rookie of the Year. And Coach of the Year was the Golden State Warriors. Let's have a look at the teams. So the all-first team was Isaiah Thomas, Sidney Moncrief, Larry Bird, Charles Barkley, and Hakeem. Yeah, okay, I can go with that. I think that this just highlights how poor the shooting guard position is in this league. And as I sort of said, one of the things I've hinted at in previous episodes is that I might consider moving Dantley to shooting guard or bringing in a small forward and putting them at shooting guard, because the actual guard position is so weak. I think we can really get an advantage there. The second team, Moses Malone, Kevin McHale, Dominic Wilkins, World B3, and Magic Johnson. And the third team, Johnny Moore, Michael Cooper. Michael Cooper made the third team, blimey. Alex English, Larry Nance, and James Edwards. So the Phoenix Suns front court getting some recognition there. All defensive team, Alvin Robertson, Johnny Moore, Dominic Wilkins, Barkley. Yeah, no changes really. No surprise there for me. The all defense second team, Ray Richardson, Presley, Bird, Nance, Eaton. Eaton made it. Nice. We got someone on one of the awards. All rookie first team. Oh my god. Why? What the heck? Spud Webb made it on the all rookie first team. Tisdale, we didn't get. Oh my god. Karl Malone didn't make the first team on rookie selection. That's an outrage. That is an outrage. He didn't even make the second team. I don't know what's happening here. That's crazy. Okay, I'm happy that Eaton. Well done, Eaton. You deserve to get on something. Your defense was insane this year. You managed to stop Hakeem in the playoffs, in the conference finals. You were the one that basically single-handedly stopped Hakeem to get us into the actual championship game. But no Stockton, no Malone. I don't know what's going on here. There's some conspiracy going around, you know. Right, we're going to head into the next season then. So, the off season, we will do a bit of that this episode, I think. So, first things first, we have a phone call that is going off. Okay, hey coach. Now that the season is over, I thought we'd have a quick chat. So tell me how you rate your performance. I am very pleased with my performance. I think that in our first season, considering we were meant to be a 7th seed, we have got to the championship finals. So I don't think I did an excellent job. Excellent job is bringing home a championship. I don't think that I did all too bad. I think I did better than that, and I don't think I could have done better or didn't do a good job, or there's a lot of static on the line. I think I'm pleased with my performance. I am. I think with the 2 youngsters and Dantley, we did really well. Okay, well, you met my expectations for the quality of the team despite spending more than we agreed upon. Would you like to come back for another season? Absolutely, yes I would. Okay, he's going to call me in a couple of days. So what alert have we got here? Oh, okay, so that's just telling us about the phone call. So, before we go on, let's have a look at our team and our situation. So, where's the roster? So in terms of the roster construction and the contracts, so we have got, in terms of people who are staying at the minute, Eaton, Malone, Dantley, Stockton, Wilkins, Hayes, and Scurry. Okay, out of contract, Roberts, Hansen. I'd like to keep Hansen actually. Hansen was surprisingly pretty good for us this year actually off the bench. I mean, I wouldn't want to pay him the same amount. I'd like to pay him like a minimum deal if I could. Adrian Boston, the guy who picked up on a minimum deal was, if anyone go back and watch some of the playoff series if you haven't, because Adrian Boston just came out of nowhere. That's all I'm going to say. Go back and watch it. Okay, so Ricky Green's out of contract. Yeah, we obviously knew about that. Whether we bring him back or not, I'm not too sure. I think it depends on what other options we have at backup point guard. Same with Thurl Bailey. I mean, he's solid, but I mean, he's a bit of a. I mean, he probably will get a starting gig elsewhere if I'm honest, Thurl Bailey. So again, we'll probably, a lot of these guys we're going to renounce. I'd like to try and see whether we can move Wilkins off of this this contract. And then ideally Steve Hayes. If we can move one of the 2, Steve Hayes is the one I'd like to move on. Dantley, Malone, Stockton, obviously we're going to try and keep. And Eaton as well. That's kind of our starting 4. Like I said, I think we're going to probably bring in someone at small forward and possibly move Dantley into the shooting guard position because his star ratings actually dropped. Okay, so he has actually declined a little bit. I think that's the main aim for us. In terms of the star rating, Malone's has gone up. Stockton's has stayed the same, I think. Okay. So, yeah, I think that's going to be our strategy. We've obviously got our own draft pick this year, which I'm not sure where that sits. Probably hasn't come up yet. So let's progress forward and take the next phone call, I guess. Okay, phone call with the owner. Hello coach, I thought I'd call to have a quick chat about our upcoming season. So tell me, how is the team going to fare this season? So I think based on the fact that we made the championship finals last year, I think it's fair to say that we are. I think we'll say we should be a playoff team. I think we should, even if we're losing Bailey and who's the point guard? I can't remember the point guard we got. Ricky Green. If we lose those 2 and we don't replace them, we aren't going to be in the same material. I think we should be a playoff team. Okay, should be a playoff team. It's not better than making them, but it's better to be a shortstop on our way to the top. How much is this team going to cost me? Well, you won't have to pay. Let's say we'll right about at the cap. I think is probably fair to say. Okay, he's good with that. Good luck on the season. Thank you very much. So, what alerts have we got? Okay. Today is the only day you can expand the season. If you wish to do that in commissioner mode, I don't think there was any league expansion in 1995. Let's double check. Obviously, we want to try and replicate that as much as possible. Let's double check that quickly. No, okay, so the next expansion was in 1988, I believe. So we've got a few seasons off of that, so we don't need to worry about expansion this year. let's advance on. And we've got a message in our inbox. What is that? Coach hiring stage. Okay. Do we have anyone we need to hire? No, we don't. I don't think. So he's on 1 year remaining. 1 year remaining. Everyone's got 1 year remaining. Who are the coaches for hire? Is there anyone who's actually any good at player development or anything? No, I don't think so. I don't think we're going to worry about hiring any coaches this time, guys. I think I'm pretty happy with what we've got. So let's advance the entire period, I think. Yeah, there's no one that I really desperately want to get in. I mean, what's our coaches actually look like again? Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Let's advance the entire period. We don't need to sign anyone. They deserve to stay anyway, because they helped us bring a great playoff run to the Utah Jazz. Okay, so there's the signings. Okay, let's move on, I guess. Rookie combine. Okay. Bit of news. Rookie workouts. Draft day away. You'll see player cards of rookies. Also, feel free to click on magazine on your desk. Let's have a look at the magazine on my desk. League media. Magazines. Rookie guide. Okay, so they reckon mock draft. They reckon Dennis Rodman is going to go #1 overall. Okay. Then Roy Tarpley, Pearson, Price, Doherty, Wozniak, Sabonis, Harper, Petrovic, Williams, Dawkins. Who do you reckon we get? We can get Otis Smith. Okay. The shooting guard. Obviously, they clearly think we need someone in a shooting guard. Okay. Let's do some rookie workouts, I guess. Work out where to do that. I think it might be in the next screen. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so in the rookie workouts you get a nice overview of the stats they put up, what their percentages are, and then you get a ranking. I'm guessing that's by the network and then by my own staff. So how many have we got? We've got 18 invites we can run. So in terms of where's Bragg Doherty going to be? Doherty's meant to go 5th overall, so we're not going to obviously scout necessarily anyone in this top 7, because they're going to go well higher than we are looking at. Chuck Pearson's going to go 3rd, so we won't look at him. We won't look at him. Bowie, where are you going? We'll send you an invite. Our coaches reckon that you are fairly good. Del Curry will give you an invite. Wozniak, I reckon you're going to go higher than that. Larry Kristovic will scout you. Nate McMillan will definitely scout you. Petrovic, you're going to go higher than what they reckon. Presley, where do they reckon you are going to go? Yeah, we'll scout you as well. Mark Price, you're going 2nd overall apparently according to this mock. Scars will draft. Addison will scout. Bedford, Dawkins. Otis Smith is the one they reckon is going to go to us. We'll obviously look at you. A little flick through. We obviously want to think about our 2nd round pick as well, because we've got one of those. About what we're going to do with that. Not applicable. Okay, that's interesting. Not sure why he's not applicable. We've got a load of guys who are not applicable. Walter Berry, Ron Harper. Well, I know you're right. We'll scout you. guessing actually because he's going to go higher. Oh yeah, okay, so they've not bothered. Scout. Oh, okay, we've accidentally scouted him. Guessing that's why he wasn't even looked at. We'll send you an invite and send the international guys an invite. Right, let's go back. According to this, who else do they reckon? I mean, we'll scout Duckworth. I mean, these guys are not going to go to us. We need to go back into here. John Williams, we'll have a look at you. Bedford, I've scouted you. Yeah, I have. John Sally, yeah, we'll definitely have a look at you. Looks like we're going to be slim pickings here when we get to our pick. How many invites have we got? We've got one left. One left. Is there anyone we want to actually look at again? Not seeing anyone that's sort of standing out to me. Yeah, Dominic Presley, we'll give you a workout as well. Cool. Run the workouts. Let's see what we've got. Okay, our inbox. Free agency evaluation. Oh, this is new. So put together top free agents and what they want. Okay. Okay, so in terms of Isaiah Thomas, they're all looking for better talent than what we've got, but that's fine because we've got space. You know what roles they're looking for. Okay, there's some interesting free agents. I mean, Thomas we're probably not going to get because we've got Stockton. Moses Malone is an interesting idea because if we could pair him with Eaton and Karl Malone, that could be an interesting one. If we can pry him away from the 76ers. Alex English is one that's definitely of interest because we can move him at small forward. Purvis Short as well. Clyde Drexler, okay. Oh, Aguirre as well. There's some good free agents this year. Cool. Right, I think that's going to end our episode here. Well, next episode we'll dive into the draft and probably into free agency and get that done in one. But oh, hang on, what am I doing? I don't need to do any of that. Our alerts are saying it's draft day. Okay, yeah, I know that. I'm going to see probably if we can make any sort of sideline moves because I'm thinking if we can clear the likes of Hayes and Wilkins off of our team, it might free us up some more cap space to try and move some players around. We've also got to think about in terms of contracts what we want to do with the guys that we've got coming off. So we'll obviously review that for next episode. I'm going to see probably if I can move some of these guys, and then we'll dive into the draft next episode and maybe a bit of free agency. We'll see how we get on. But yeah, I guess this episode ends in a bit of. We did really well to get to the finals. We got swept. We just need to now move that momentum forward now that Stockton and Malone are developing and really make sure that we build a proper team around them this year. We didn't really get a chance to do that last year, but I think we've got some really good building blocks. Let's just see if we can take it one step forward.